Hello everyone, I am Terry Candlestick and welcome back to the channel. Today we got another short episode for you. This time we're going to be going after all kinds of kitty cats, all kinds of young pumas. We're going to be finding the lemonade that assclown decided just to leave off in the wilds for some stupid reason or another. But first, let's get down here and listen to our favorite music. So relaxing. Okay, so after a few activities in here, we'll be heading out. Okay, so now we're heading out into the field, and we're going to be going over the great big wooden bridge. There's some stuff up in the attic we can do, the third story, but first, since we're out here, let's do this. I've got a new spell. It's Endure Cold. And none of the lion or pumas rather that we're going to be fighting know any magic like this. Other creatures obviously will later on, but in Everquest it's really good to not miss out on opportunity to try to use your magic and practice it, because the less practiced that you are, the more likely you are to fizzle. And fizzling is bad. It wastes mana and you basically lose a chance to cast your spell. It's basically kind of losing a turn. And you lose mana for it. And usually get hit for it if you're like a Shadow Knight. And look at the entire team just come out of the woodwork. We got our mercenaries, I got my minion. We are ready to go. Now, as I started saying earlier, there's a bunch of young pumas out here in the field. And we're going to start on these guys. But let's just show you, let's just be an example of just how much DPS we have with this group now. Just look how fast that young puma went down. This is something just a little weaker than us. Kamoad and Dacatt are just a couple levels above it, if not just one. The DPS on this group is really high now, thanks to the firepower from that wizard merc. Think of Dacatt's. It's just awesome now. It is a little risky being out here in the field hunting these, though, because there are some things, some mobs that we are KOS to. And if you know what KOS is, it means kill on sight. And there's some things that can get trained through this field that when they have an opportunity, they will, you know, if they're not chasing something else, which, you know, that's what it means to be trained, is, you know, chased to something else. But if they chase through it and then if they chase some other player through here and then suddenly give up the chase, but they spotted us, if we're not too far away, we are the next on their hate list. So they would just turn right around and come for us. And these are quite a bit stronger. These mobs are quite a bit stronger than us. And some of them do cast some of the magic that include cold spells, I believe. So we would actually be pretty messed up by them pretty quick. Here's another puma. They're running low out here. do another over that criticism. I'm gonna do 2. Just gonna clean it up. For, you know, my minions laughing startled me for a second, because what can get trained through here are ogre skeletons. And just like all the other skeletons, when they attack, they laugh just like that. Oh, wow, this one survived. What the heck? Look at this one. Survived the lightning bolt. But yes, those ogre skeletons can get trained through here and they laugh. So when that laughed, when my little minion laughed, after I just got done talking about getting trained, I actually had a little jolt of fear go through me. Like, oh no, we messed up. I was also thinking, how did I miss that? As I reviewed it before. Thank goodness. Well, luckily for us, we don't have to worry about those ogre skeletons too much, because there is a cave full of young pumas, and it's just for us. And here's where in this cave is where I'm going to start getting a little more risky. Oh, but first, ding! There it is. We got a new level. We all leveled, both of us leveled up. And Kamoad has a new spell. Oh, and I do want to give a shout out to someone. They commented that we can get, I think it was like big clay pots. And I do want to go do that. After I've finally been set up at my new place, I moved and got the internet and all set up. I figure out how I'm going to do everything. Now, once that's all set up, I definitely do intend to go find that great big, 10 slot container. Hopefully it's not so freaking heavy that it's going to encumber me, but I'll get to that road when I cross it, or that bridge rather. But that was a great suggestion. Thank you very much for that suggestion. I don't have your name in front of me. So here's what I mean by becoming more risky. I'm just going to start pulling a bundle. 2, sometimes 3, especially when it passes by. I'm going to try to catch it too. And just let the cat go at it. Oh, there's one. I'm going to get it. Oh, look at you. I think I might have tried, and I was clicking the one in front of me. But man, the GPS in this group now is just amazing. A Shadow Knight, and a Rogue, and a Wizard, and my little pet. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see it. Now, for these teeth, Dacatt's got to get his quota. That's one reason I'm trying to get as many young pumas on me at the same time. And I'm trying to alternate between who gets these and who doesn't. I'm trying to alternate between who gets the teeth that we need. Me and Kamoad and Dacatt, rather. And then just Kamoad picks up all 12, and then we got to go after another 12 for Dacatt. That could get annoying. I mean, it's just as bad, I guess. I say all that about getting as many on me at once as possible, and then just take on one. I could get more. I don't know why I didn't. And here's that DPS again. It's so much. Oh, and if you don't know what or DPS means, it means damage per second. The higher, the better. Going back to my discussion about the delay on weapons, the delay can be better and the DPS actually be worse. The delay and the attack and all that can have a higher ratio than another weapon, but the DPS overall be worse. And if you're a character that wants to do DPS, which is most characters, you really want to do that. I mean, the only exception I could find would be like a cleric who's just not going to be using his handheld weapon, his primary weapon, to attack, because he's using it for the stats. He's using it for additions to his magic, for increases in his stats, so that he can get more magic that way and have more charisma and more health. There's all these things that really help. You know, just having, it doesn't matter, you know, how strong a mace hits if you're never going to hit anything with it. So I think that's like the only exception. And other, you know, also, you know, wizard classes, they attack with magic. But then again, half the time they have like a wand or a book, and those can be weapons, but they tend not to be. And if you're running out of magic as a mage or wizard or something like that in this game, pretty much are dead. So it really doesn't matter. Now that box that we see in this room, that box is a lemonade box. That douchebag that was supposed to deliver it to Crescent Reach decided just to leave in this cave. You know, but what was the reason again? He just wanted to go on an adventure? He wanted to become an adventurer or something? I don't remember, but what a butthole. See, this is what fizzling is. It's a pain in the butt. And it ate up my mana like nothing. Killing Darkness is actually a mana heavy spell. And all that just ate my mana like crazy. Like, holy moly. Oh wait, that's a equal level Puma. Look at that. That Puma is same level as we. Know that by the white. Learn your colors, Terry. White circle around it. Oh, that thing resisted that spell too? Die! Tough kitty. So the colors around the targets that we have, there's about 7. From the lowest, there's gray, which doesn't look much different from the white, obviously. Gray means they're too low level to even worry about us. And we got a nice little thing, augmentation to put into something for either one of us. Once we get, you know, upgraded equipment, that'll be good for Kamoad and Dacatt. I didn't look at it very well, so I think I'm not sure if it's going to be better for Kamoad or Dacatt. But we'll look at that later. But gray is so low that they won't attack, except in special circumstances. I think after that is light blue, and they're very low level compared to you. And, you know, they will give very low experience, so there's not a lot of incentive to attack them. Green, I think, is after that, and it's kind of the same thing. Very low level, and won't give you much experience. Then it goes up to blue, which we've seen a lot of. Those are, you know, relatively lower level than you, but we'll still give enough experience. Then there's white, like this guy. Then there's yellow, which is a little higher level than you. I think up to 3. I think it's actually 2. 1 and 2 levels above you. And then there's red, which is everything 3 levels above you and higher. And that's basically, no matter what you do, it will unalive you. It will win. So like I said, I'm trying to alternate between Dacatt and Kamoad looting the teeth. Oh, excuse me, the teeth. And we're almost there. Looks like Kamoad's got 3 more to loot. I hope Dacatt has 3 more to loot. It would be helpful if I just recorded him too, and I could just look at it. Make things a lot easier. So how many I had on me right there. And it was a pretty good amount. Including that one that was equal level to us, so that's a nice amount. That was a good amount of experience. Boom. Man, I love the DPS on this group. It's going to help us a lot when we get out there. But man, I'm worried about Misham because once he gets out there, once we get in a higher level, he might find himself attracting a little bit more attention than he would like. He is just a wizard after all. And they're not supposed to take hits. They don't last very long when they take hits. What am I looking for here? More kitties! As many as I can. It probably would have been good if they linked a lot of these mobs together. MOB is man or beast in this game. If you're not familiar with that term, I don't know if it's still used broadly in like Final Fantasy Online and other MMOs. I played only a few. I've only played, well, Everquest, a little bit of RuneScape, which you saw. I played that with Nev and Finn. It was still fun. I would like to go back to it. Some World of Warcraft way back in the day. Like right around after it came out for quite a few years. And then Final Fantasy 14, as you've seen on my channel. And I don't think I've ever referred to anything in Final Fantasy 14 as a mob. I cannot see my target. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm not going to go chasing after. I'm going to be lazy and attack these two. They'll probably give more experience together anyway, so it's kind of an economics of experience kind of thing. They both got dots on them, so they're both going to keep taking damage from my spells and keep hitting on Kamoad. Everyone else is pretty much okay. I think that will be it for the teeth. That's it for Kamoad. It might be it for Dacatt. But I know one thing. Kamoad is getting really low on magic. And we can actually look at Misham's magic level in that little group window next to our chat. You can see the little blue bar under his red bar, under his health bar. And that shows just where his health bar, where his magic is at. And as a tank, that's one important thing to do, is just to manage and observe everyone else's mana and health. More mana, because you don't want to have to wait for your cleric or your DPS casters or your crowd controller to scramble together a poorly typed request to stop killing everything in sight. Because typically what could happen is you pull more than you can handle without crowd control, or without healing, or without DPS. And then you're in trouble. Usually trouble that wipes the group. Some of you might know about that. And if you do, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear those stories. Or if you've told it on the internet and it actually got read, link to that. I wouldn't mind at all. I would love to. I love hearing about those stories. So we just got the lemonade that assclown left when you decided to go feral or whatever it was. And now we're just going to sit and we're going to meditate. And we don't have to worry about getting attacked, because we are not KOS, kill on sight, to any of these young pumas. None of them will attack us. Including, and you know, if we were surrounded by things that we were kill on sight to, and they were so low, and we were so high level that they wouldn't normally attack us, if we sat down to meditate, then they would attack us. And that was a nice little thing in the game that they noticed, because if you're sitting down, you're resting, which means you're probably in a weakened state, and your enemies that hate you are going to take advantage of this fact by jumping on you. They would jump and hit hard. They don't think they can take you when you're feeling okay, but the second you sit down and have to rest, ooh, opportunistic tendencies abide. Or I should say abound. So right here, I'm just meting the full. I need to get all the way up. Okay, now that we're full level, full mana, excuse me, now we'll get our lemonade. That assclown left. Alrighty. So what's next on the list of quests? Guess we have to figure that out before we go. It's nice when you do two together. We're level 11, halfway through. Well, they didn't get nearly enough. But this is, again, a level 5. So maybe these are a lot lower level than I thought. It means the range is really good. Huh. Just put my stuff in here. It would be nice when I get those big containers if I decide to do that, which I do think I will. Let's go to the POK, Portal of Knowledge. That will definitely be in a future episode. And I'm mostly going to be doing just the Crescent Reach quests and kind of staying around there. I'm not going to be going all over the world. All over Norath and on the moon. Lucelyn. And there are a bunch of quests in the POK to do, but, you know, they give, like, traditional EverQuest loot. Not real good stuff. But all that is going to have to wait until next time. And looks like I've got a few to choose from, and there's a few quests out here. So, with this, I will bid you adieu. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.